What's going on, you guys? It's your girl D here, bringing a video, a mid-month October video for the Air Sign Collective. This is going to be for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For those of you who are part of the 8th house energy community, thank you so much for all the love and support that you give to the channel. You guys are amazing, and I really need you to know how much I appreciate you. I say a prayer. Every time I say a prayer, I thank God for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dead ass because you guys feed me just like I feed you. So, I always pray that the connection stays the same. All right? That there's always an exchange. All right? A positive exchange, because a fair exchange ain't no robbery, right? So, with that being said, hopefully the new people who are checking out the channel will subscribe as well. All right? And hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. This is a general read, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest for the other air sign community members. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below. As far as all of the readings that I offer, they're in the box below the video, okay? So if you email me and you ask me, hey, what type of readings do you offer? I'm going to direct you right back to the YouTube video that you watched. And the description box in the video below, below the video will give you a list of all of the readings that I offer, whether it's natal chart or whether it's tarot, okay? But the promotions that I offer are always going to be in the community tab. So check those. I got a promotion going on right now for specific tarot card readings. Readings 2, 3, and 4 are 50% off. That's under $100, all right, for a 30 to 45-minute reading. All right, it might last longer than that depending on how intricate we get into the situation. But those readings are 50% off until October 23rd for everybody because of the crazy energies that we're dealing with right now as far as the changes in the planetary alignments. We got a lot of planetary alignment changes in the month of October alone. So I made a note of that in the community tab as well. I mean, we started off with the new moon in Libra. Then we had Jupiter. Well, Jupiter's going direct tomorrow. But we had Saturn go direct. We had Pluto go direct. We had Mercury go into retrograde. All right, Mercury's coming out of retrograde this month. We got the full moon in Aries coming up. We have the switch from Libra to Scorpio. And then we got the new moon in Scorpio in November, the first week of November, November 4th. We got a lot of changing energies. Venus came out of Scorpio and went into Sag. All right, so a lot of planetary alignment changes for the month of October cause a lot of confusion with people, emotions high, people not, having a difficult time, thinking and reasoning, making sense of things. So that's why I offered it to everybody throughout October 23rd. So check the community tab for that. All right, well, what else is coming out? Okay. So we got the basketball. Suit and tie. All right, what else we got for the air signs? Messages for the air signs. All right, that's 1, 2, 3. Messages for the air signs. All right, we got a school bus here. Messages for the air signs. Teddy bear. One more for the air signs. Policewoman. All right. So, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like some of you are getting to the point where you're realizing that some things are not to be played with. There's some things you need. I can't even get my words out. Mercury retrograde is kicking my butt right now. I feel like for some of you, you're coming to the conclusion that some of you are on you're definitely transforming. You're going through a transformation, okay? Some of you are reaching levels of maturity in different areas of life, okay? It doesn't mean that you're totally immature or 100% immature. I'm not saying that. But there could be certain areas in your life as far as certain ideologies or mentalities where you're starting to change your mind about things. For some of you, you're realizing that it's time to be a little bit mature in the way that you, speaking of mature, Saturn just went direct. So for a lot of, in Aquarius, it's in your first house. All right, Saturn just went direct. Gemini, That was in your ninth house. Libra, that's in your fifth house. Okay, so ninth, fifth, and first house for the air signs. Saturn went direct. Saturn is the energy that makes us grow up anyway. It's Father Time. You know, that's why he call him Father Time. I don't know if any of you, if you work, right, where you work, and when you punch into your job, there's a system that you use called Chronos, Kronos. There's no coincidence that it's called Chronos. Chronos is a timekeeping system. It's a paycheck system where it keeps the time when you punch in and punch out. Saturn is also known as Chronos, okay, Father Time. He tells us when it's time to punch out of a situation, when it's time to punch into a situation. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're going through changes here where you're realizing that, you know, the way you looked at things in the past is no longer going to be suited for you now, okay? Some of you may have not taken some things seriously, and now you realize that you have to, especially with this energy here. You're realizing that, you know, the current situation is, you know, maybe you were looking at things from, you know, a perspective where I'm not taking that seriously. It's not that important to me. But the challenge is now you have to. This is suit and tie right here. So you're going from basketball to suit and tie. So there's a change there. So that's the challenge, because this is the current situation, and suit and tie is the challenge. The challenge is, you know, understanding that, you know, certain things have to be in the past. You have to move on past that. So the universe is telling you that you're on a journey of learning here with the school bus. So you're on a journey of learning. You're going through transformation. It's time to let go of things that no longer serve you, ideologies, mentalities, people, places, and things, right? And so where your head is at right now is you just might be stuck, you know, going through the transformation, not sure, you know, how to handle it, or, you know, what's going on. But you're realizing that, you know, for some of you, you feel stuck. You may feel trapped. You may feel like there's nothing that you can do. You're just sitting around watching things happen, watching things change before your eyes. And it's just, you know, you're realizing that things are getting serious, right? And that, you know, there's no going back to the way things used to be. You know, we got to move on, you know, especially with the police energy here. This represents the energy of being serious, being disciplined. You know, we got two energies here of being disciplined and being serious about things, taking things serious, okay? Some of you have to change your lifestyle because, you know, it could get to the situation where, you know, you may run into the law. So some of you are coming to that conclusion, you know, but I do feel an energy of, you know, things, a sobering reality, things sobering up, right? Or you having to sober up. Some of you need to be careful with your children. You know, they could be getting into things, doing things that could put them into a situation where they may end up going to juvenile detention centers, okay? Some of you are just looking at your life, just looking at where you've gone, where you've been through. Some of you had run-ins with the law, and you realize you just have to change your perspective on things. It's time to let all of that go. You know, the childish behavior, you know, thinking that everything is a game and everything is fun and everything is a joke. For some of you, you're realizing the seriousness of things. Saturn is really taking you know, is making a major impact in your life here, especially when it's going direct. Yeah, the basketball energy, clarify with conversation in reverse. So some of you, you know, with the conversation in reverse and the basketball here, you know, the basketball energy here is, to me, it's about a game. But with the conversation in reverse, it's like you're not speaking about it. The current situation is you may not be taking something seriously, or may not be taking people seriously. So you may not be listening to what they have to say. You know, this could be your child too, you know. You may be trying to talk to your child to let them know it's not a game out here. But they may not be hearing you. Or you could be around people, places, and things that you are outgrowing because these people don't understand that, you know, it's time to grow up. It's time to put the games to the side. So you may have to stop dealing with these people. You know, Saturn is direct in Aquarius. Aquarius is the house of your friends, your social life, people you socialize with. And so with the conversation energy in reverse, you know, this is an energy of, okay, these are people I used to deal with when I was a child. You know, now it's suit and tie time. It's time to, you know, let that go. So with the room energy in reverse here, clarifying the suit and tie, I'm feeling like some of you, you're coming out of that energy. It's like, I feel like this is an energy of you really thinking about what it is that you need to do, spending some time alone, thinking about what it is that you need to do. And I feel like you've done that now that Saturn is direct. You realize that now, and so you've taken a stance like, okay, I got to do things differently. Some of you may feel like, yo, I got to change my wardrobe up. You know what I'm saying? A more mature, sophisticated look, a more refined look. I'm not a kid anymore. There's no need for me to be walking around in my sneakers and my jeans all the time. There's a time and place for that. But some of you may just feel like, okay, it's time to mature up. It's time to take things to the next level. So with the school energy, the school bus, you have that clarified with friend. So yeah, some of you are, connecting with people on your journey of learning. I feel like this represents a journey of learning more so than anything. With the school bus here, you're going through a transformation, and some of you are looking to connect with like minds, people who are on the same page as you. Because I feel like for some of you, you've outgrown some of these people that you used to, connect with. So a lot of you are changing. You're going through a transformation, and you're realizing, okay, I've outgrown these connections. I need new friends. I need new like-minded individuals. I need to be around people who can see things for what it is. We can put our ideas and thoughts together, and we can really come up with some, perspective and solutions that, could benefit us all in some way, shape, or form. So what's this teddy bear energy here? We have that clarified with the old woman in reverse. Now, the old woman, when she's upright, this is somebody who's wise, somebody who's learned from their experiences and have turned their experiences into wisdom, So they're quick to recognize things when they ain't right, quick to recognize suspect situations, people, places, things, and ideas, right? But when they're in reverse here, this is somebody who's chronologically old. We're talking about Saturn again. Someone who's chronologically mature, as in they could be 42, 43, 44, but they're just sitting back and not doing anything, knowing that they need to do something, knowing that they need to make this change. So for some of you, it could be like culture, for lack of a better word, it could be culture shock. Because your culture, if you think about culture is your way of life, all right? And some of you could be going through a culture shock right now, where it's like you realize the way of life that you were in, the things that you were doing, you've outgrown them. So it's just like, okay, now it's new. So what do I do now? How do I act now? Should I change the way I act? Should I change? Like some of you are overanalyzing it with that air energy, But you're realizing that, there's things that you should be doing that you should have been doing. You know what I mean? Like for some of you, it's like, yo, I'm too old for this, or I'm getting older. I don't got time for this. Like that's what I'm getting here. What's this policewoman energy? We have that clarified with the thief energy in reverse. Yeah, some of you, you're outgrowing some of the childish ways or some of the ways that you made money. Okay, we're dealing with the first house, the fifth house. What was it? The first house for Aquarius. For Gemini is 12, 11, 10. The ninth house, yeah. The ninth house deals with law, justice, philosophy, your ideology. So some of you are changing your moral, and I don't even feel like this is, for some of you, it could be changing your ways so that you don't go back to jail. But for others of you, you may have already been there, and it's like you've learned from those things. Some of you are just getting released from prison. And now it's like everything has changed. It's been a long time since you've been out. And you're like, okay, I need to now try to find, like-minded individuals that I can connect with. When I went to prison, I was a youngster. I was young. And, I don't even know those people anymore. They don't even know me. Now I'm a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. And I'm being released from solitary confinement or from prison. And I'm coming home now. And I'm on this journey here to connect with people. I can find people who are like-minded, but I'm older now, but, things have changed so much, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of feeling, stagnant in reference to what I'm supposed to do, But I definitely ain't trying to go back there for the shit that I did in the past with the thief energy in reverse, or, this may be you saying, you know what, I don't want to talk about my past. That was my past. So I'm not going to bring that up when I, connect with new people or what have you. Some of you could be feeling that way. All right. And if you're not that way, it could be somebody that you're dealing with. But some of you are just changing your mindset about things. The thief energy is the energy of somebody doing something where nobody can see you. But this is you being transparent. So for some of you, you're learning from your past mistakes in reference to you having a run-in with the law. And that could be what you're doing. You could be, connecting with people saying, hey, this is what I've been through. This is what I can tell you about this. So some of you are trying to find people. Maybe you're trying to talk to young kids and they're not listening to you, with the conversation in reverse in the basketball. You're trying to let people know, look, it's not a game out here. So I feel that could be for some of you, talking to children, because we're dealing with the fifth house for some of you. Yeah, so for Libras, we're dealing with the fifth house. The fifth house deals with children. So some of you may be trying to have a conversation with your children about what you've experienced in the past. Your run-ins with the law and letting them know things are changing. Or this could just be you accepting the fact that, I got to let go of shit that worked when I was a kid. Things are totally changing now. Maybe it's about how you make money. Okay, maybe it's just your philosophy and your mindset. Okay, your moral capacity, your ethics, your morals, your value, your higher thought. That's Sagittarius energy. That has to deal with the law as well. And so now you're realizing that, I have to change that. So I just sense a lot of change here, a lot of transformation here in reference to the way you see things, letting things that no longer serve you, let them go with that Saturn energy. People are taking a more serious approach, and it doesn't even have to be more serious. It's just more refined and more disciplined, because that's what Saturn does in our lives. It disciplines us, it matures us, it makes us grow up, it makes us change our thought process. Yeah, here's the Nine of Wands energy in reverse, somebody getting out of jail. So for a lot of you, it's getting out of jail, and if it's not physical jail, it's mental jail. The mental jail of how you were raised when you grew up, or how you saw things, or the mindset you were in, the communities that you were in. Some of you are going through a transformation. You're releasing yourself from those energies, from those people that that you've outgrown. You're releasing yourself from that. What's this room energy in reverse? Yeah, we have the Magician, major arcana of Mercury. So yeah, Mercury's in retrograde in Libra. All right. So for a lot of you Libras, this is for you. I feel like I'm talking to Libras specifically in this reading, but it doesn't necessarily have to be just Libras. But I feel like this resonates with you guys a lot more than anyone else. Yeah. See, we got the Hangman. So with the Magician and the Hangman here, this is an energy of the challenges is accepting the fact that, you got to take things seriously, and let go of the mindset that you were in, and, Magician Mercury energy is all about thought processes. It's all about how you see things as well. It's just not about your communication. It's all about how, if I say, make sure you go to the store next week, how you process that. How does that make sense to you? What does that mean to you? What did I say to you? How do you understand that? That's what the Mercury energy is. So for some of you, you're looking at what's going on around you and you're processing that. Okay? And so with the Hangman, you're becoming enlightened, or you're looking at it from various different perspectives to understand where you stand in the situation. Clarify this Hangman. Yeah, clarify with the Three of Pentacles. So, now it's like, you have some things you need to work on. So it's like you're going to focus on that. For some of you, it's about getting a job. For others of you, it's about counseling, whatever you need to get you to the point where, you're able to come out of this energy that you were in and evolve into the next level of the wonderful you that you're supposed to be. Clarify this friend energy here in this school bus. Clarify this friend energy in this school bus for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is all about new beginnings. So you're on a journey of growth here, a journey of learning, connecting with new people, and beginning anew, following your intuition, a passionate new beginning. Like I said, for those of you who are being released from prison, or you have somebody in your life who's being released from prison, okay, or this is just you coming out of that prison mentality, whether you've been to prison or not. It's just coming out of an old mentality that you were trapped in and changing your mindset. The old woman energy in reverse is clarified with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like for some of you now, it's like, okay, you could be concerned about finding a job at this age in your life. You may feel like, okay, well, damn, I don't know what to do. I don't have any skills. Or, I feel stuck. I feel stagnant. I'm not sure what I can do. I'm a little bit older than, I was, and I haven't worked in a while, and now I'm trying to find work. So for some of you, that's some of the things you might be doing. You might be trying to find work now. And you may find that challenging. Or you could just really be focusing on, the things that you did in your past where it's like, okay, I know I've outgrown these things. Why did I keep doing that? It could be a mindset here. You really analyzing things with that Virgo energy, with that Eight of Pentacles. If it's not about a job, but it could be a combination of both. What can I do to make a living? What skills do I have? You know, this is all about your day-to-day routines, the things you do every day. Okay? The Thief energy in reverse. Where are we at with the time here? Okay. The Thief energy in reverse. Clarify with Temperance. Yeah, I told you this is all about Sagittarius energy. This is all about your higher understanding, learning from your past, the wisdom. Okay? Changing your philosophy and your views and your ideology, looking at your moral clock, what's morally right for you, what's morally wrong for you. All right, looking at the justice, the philosophical point of view, your spiritual point of view, your religious point of view. All right. For others of you, this is about you coming out of prison and being reformed now with the Temperance energy in reverse. So you're either coming out of a mental prison. It could be a combination of all three. Coming out of a physical prison, therefore changing your mentality and adjusting from prison life to, you know, being out here in the world and seeing how things have changed drastically. For others of you, it's just, you know, your mindset was in such a way for so long. Your mindset, your philosophy, your ways of thinking. And now you're realizing that it's time to change. Okay, and so with the Temperance energy here, that could be representative of divine timing, but it could also be a representation of Sagittarius. Is all about wisdom. All right, bringing that balance into your thinking. Clarify that Temperance. This was deep, water, air signs. I wasn't even expecting that. Yeah, you're in your head about this. Being very strategic, trying to figure out how to win. You know, thinking about these things. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So let's see what's going on with love. That was deep. For any of you who are dealing with a love situation, let's see what we get here. Okay. So for some of you, we have wait. The timing is not quite right. So maybe some of you are going through this transformation because there's somebody that you want to connect with. You want to find a partner. Somebody that you can, grow old with, mature with, work with. All right. And so you know that if you want the partner of your choice or you want a certain type of woman or a certain type of man, you have to level up. So I feel like there's a lot of leveling up going on here. Right. In every aspect, your mind, your spirit, your physical. Taking better care of yourself, refining, changing your clothes. Like I said, for some of you, you could be going shopping, wanting to change your look up, look more refined and more sophisticated and more mature, right? But then we have another situation here where we're talking about going slow. So some of you may have met somebody, okay? This could be what this is. On your spiritual journey here, on your journey to maturity, you may have met a friend here, somebody that you're definitely interested in, you have a connection with, there's mutual passion, and there's something new here. So the universe is telling you to go slow, take your time to get to know this person, okay? Or it could be, wait, the timing is not quite right. Maybe you and this person are just friends right now. And this person, this may be somebody you want to be with, but you're trying to get yourself together first before you step to this person. It's like, I got to line all my ducks in a row first. Some men, they may feel like, okay, well, look, I got to get my money right. You know what I'm saying? I got to get me some transportation. I got to do A, B, and C. And then once I got that, then, I'll be comfortable with dating and things like that. So, but some of you may have already met somebody and you're, it's like, okay, just slow down and go slow with this person. And then we have acceptance for some of you. So there's another situation here where you may have just outgrown somebody or somebody's outgrown you and it's time to move on. And this is representing a major change in your life. And so if it's not about that, it could be about family. Maybe your family, you're having some issues with family and the connection with family. And it's very difficult to accept. Some of you are dealing with family members who are karmic in nature. And you may have had to step away from these people or they stepped away from you. But everything happens for a reason, and that's something that we have to understand and accept, no matter how difficult or challenging it may be. All right, 2 cards fell out here. So we have Dragon Spirit, Truth Transcends Illusion. So being truthful about the situation, sitting down and taking a real hard look at it is what I feel like is what's been going on here. Like, this is where I feel like you've been thinking about it with the 8 of Pentacles energy and the old woman energy in reverse. And I feel like some of you had time to sit and think. All right. Whether you were in not solitary confinement. Why am I saying? Okay, well, whether you were in solitary confinement or whether you were in a prison system or whether you were in, you were out here in the world, but you were immobile because of your mentality. So some of you are accepting the truth in the matter, and you realize that it transcends the bullshit that you were told. The illusions of the hangman. So yeah, you're getting the truth here with this is what it is. The magician and the hangman. Truth transcends illusion. Let's get one more from this deck. Or do I need two more? Yeah, two more from this deck. Alright. So we have dolphin spirit. Yeah, this and that are true. The dualities of life. These are the most challenging scenarios here with the dualities of life. You have, okay, on one hand it's this, but on the other hand it's this. And it's like you can't take the good without the bad. You got to take both. It's like, do you want the bad news or do you want the good news first? But you got to have both. And that's whether you're dealing with people, places, things, ideologies, and mentality. We have to deal with the duality of everything. Like, okay, this is what I did. This was the good part about what I did. As far as maybe a lifestyle that you were living, but then the reality of it is that it ain't gonna last forever. I gotta change this around. I have to mature. I have to grow. It's not working for me anymore. And that's that Saturn energy, the duality of life. And then we have, it's about changing your mindset. About changing your mindset. So this just reiterates what I was telling you about in the cards. I love when the Creator does that. That lets me know I'm definitely giving you the message I'm supposed to be giving you. All right. So yeah, it's all about changing your mentality, looking at things from a different perspective, a healing process. Like I said, some of you are on a spiritual journey, and I feel like some of you have connected with someone who's on that journey as well, or it would be nice for you to connect with somebody while you're going on that journey, someone who understands what you've been through, somebody you've known for a while. That's even more beautiful, especially if this person is ascending as well, as already ascended, they've already started their journey. That's who you link up with, for real. Because they'll put you on to some things that they may have already been through that you're going through right now, and it'll help you to get through it. Yeah, there's a change going on in you. You're going through some changes. All of you are at major transformative stations in your life right now. Everybody who's resonating with this video, you're at a major transformative stage. You're going from one way of life, ideology, mentality, dealing with certain people, places, and things, to moving away from that. Yeah, look at facts. Not for you. That's no longer for you. Higher power. You got to listen to your intuition. This is what's important on your spiritual journey here. And I feel like a lot of you are doing that. You're listening to your intuition. And I feel like this friend energy is, this could be your higher power. And you're understanding, okay, this is my higher self here. That's who I got. That's who I could trust on this, journey of learning here that I'm on. Because you're definitely on a journey with the Ace of Wands. Facts, for sure. All right? So, that is what I got for you, air signs. That was really deep. And I really like your reading. It was very, I felt that, for somebody out here, you'll get something out of that. It'll help you to understand, the journey that you're on, or to give you a different perspective about what's going on in your life, the transformations that you're feeling, the changes you're feeling. Things don't feel the same no more. You're tired of the same old thing and decide, you want something different, or the universe is removing people, places, and things from your life, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? The universe wants something better for you, all right? So that's what I got for you. If you need a personal, the information that all the readings I offer are in the box below, but the promotional rates are in the community tab. If you can't find a community tab, email me at 8thhouseenergy@gmail.com. I'll tell you the promotions. But if you want to know what types of readings I offer, look in the description box below any of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment if it resonated and tell me how. All right? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, air signs.